August 1945. For the first time in history, humanity witnessed the destructive power of nuclear weapons. A single atomic bomb wiped out an entire city and claimed countless lives. In the decades that followed, the international community worked tirelessly to prevent another nuclear catastrophe, building systems of deterrence, control, and non-proliferation. But not every nuclear threat has been contained. One challenge continues to evolve to this very day: North Korea's nuclear program. Today, North Korea's nuclear and missile capabilities extend far beyond the Korean peninsula. They have become a security concern for the entire international community. A nuclear warhead is the core component that creates a nuclear explosion. A missile is the vehicle that delivers it to its target, and North Korea has spent decades advancing both. What began as short-range missiles aimed at Seoul evolved into medium-range missiles capable of striking neighboring countries. Then came intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. Eventually, their reach extended across the Pacific, placing the U.S. mainland, including Washington, D.C., within strike range. A relentless pursuit to deliver nuclear warheads farther, faster, and more accurately. North Korea's nuclear threat did not emerge overnight. Its origins can be traced back to the early 1990s, when the Cold War was coming to an end. As the Soviet Union collapsed and the global order rapidly shifted, North Korea found itself facing a new reality. With the collapse of socialist regimes across Eastern Europe, its international isolation deepened, and the future of the regime itself appeared increasingly uncertain. It was during this period that North Korea elevated nuclear and missile development into a national survival strategy. Development accelerated. During past nuclear crises, North Korea's state media revealed the regime's extreme worldview through statements that shocked the world. To North Korea, nuclear weapons are not merely military assets. They are viewed as the ultimate guarantee of regime survival. The regime even refers to them as its treasured nuclear sword. Under Kim Jong-il, North Korea never abandoned its nuclear ambitions, despite severe economic hardship. Even under mounting international sanctions, it continued conducting nuclear and missile tests, pressing forward without pause. Then came the Kim Jong-un era, and with it, the threat entered a new phase: completion and institutionalization. Under Kim Jong-un, North Korea's nuclear capabilities advanced at an even faster pace. The explosive power of its weapons continued to increase. Its estimated stockpile of nuclear warheads grew steadily, and its delivery systems became increasingly diverse. More significantly, North Korea codified its nuclear policy into law and even enshrined it in its constitution. The regime established legal principles for maintaining its nuclear command structure, including provisions designed to ensure a nuclear response even if national leaders or key command elements are threatened or incapacitated. This sends a clear message. Nuclear weapons are no longer merely a bargaining chip for diplomacy. They now sit at the center of North Korea's national strategy. The international community did not simply stand by. Over the past 3 decades, governments pursued dialogue, negotiations, and diplomatic agreements. They imposed increasingly strict sanctions. At times, they adopted a policy of strategic patience, hoping North Korea itself would eventually change course. But while the world searched for peaceful solutions, North Korea's centrifuges never stopped spinning. While negotiations continued, North Korea gained valuable time to accumulate nuclear materials and refine its missile technology. As a result, despite decades of efforts, the threat continued to grow, year after year, until it reached its current scale. For more than 30 years, North Korea's nuclear program has continued to evolve. What began as a relatively small research effort has developed into a complex arsenal of nuclear warheads, fissile materials, and long-range missile capabilities. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SIPRI, North Korea is estimated to possess around 50 assembled nuclear warheads, with enough fissile material to potentially produce at least 40 more. Its nuclear program is not a finished story. It is an ongoing process, built over decades, growing in both scale and complexity, and the danger continues to expand even now. If every solution tried over the past 3 decades has failed, how do we stop this dangerous sprint toward destruction?